See if you recognize this. Recognize that? Play it one more time. Recognize it?
No, I do not.
Yeah, now sound familiar? If it
No.
does, then that means you've been jerking off to porn.
That's the theme for me jerking off? I didn't know
That's
that.
the theme to Oz jerking off, man. Love theme from Oz. This is a good one. We're going to get people involved in this.
Please
The
do.
Toasties out there. Excuse me, we need your help. Need your help, Toasties. So, let me see here. All right. I'm gonna play a little ditty for the folks out there. It's real quick. I'm not gonna tell them what it is. Just gonna play a little song for them. Won't take long. See if you recognize this. Recognize that? Play it one more time. Recognize it?
No, I do not.
Yeah, now sound familiar? If it
No.
does, then that means you've been jerking off to porn.
That's the theme for me jerking off? I didn't know
That's
that.
the theme to Oz jerking off, man. Love theme from Oz.
I didn't know that.
Love theme for Oz's hand. Yeah, you know that chat don't act like you don't know everybody, and I like the way everybody's piping in too. Say it with me now. Pornhub. Everybody's in there talking about it, man. It's like, oh hell yeah, I recognize that. You know what? Been a time you would hear that and you would lie. You know, somebody say, "Hey, you recognize that?" You knew it was porn, but you'd be like, "No, man, I never heard that before. What is that?" And people know you lying too. Quit bullshitting. You've been watching Pornhub. You know what that is. That's the Pornhub theme right there. But this one right here is so popular now that not only are people not embarrassed by it, but they'll get up and cheer for it. They'll get up and cheer even for a cover of it. Oh, look at that. Pornhub, I know that song. It just turns into one big orgy. Dudes, look at it. Hey, these dudes heard that. You see how that shit went crazy? Look at this. Yeah, dudes just start each other. Yeah, man. As you can see, the crowd went wild. They loved it. Everybody loved it, except for the teachers at the high school that the student played this at. So apparently they had, now I don't know if any of this is true because we don't even know this guy's name. When I read this story, this video went viral, but we don't even know the kid's name. But apparently this took place at a private school where they had a talent show, and apparently it's full of a bunch of horny boys. You know?
That's all he played for the talent show.
It was almost like there was of course, you know, the crowd went crazy. It's a high school. I don't even know if there was any girls there. There's a bunch of horny ass dudes though. Probably dudes just to get up with their dicks hanging out. I'm ready. Dudes just start jacking off at the drum beat.
It's like a Pavlov experiment.
Yeah.
That music comes on, they go nuts.
Yeah. People just get an instant boner, man. Even if it's just a 16-year-old playing drums. Shit, I'm on it.
Hulking up and shit.
So of course, the teachers didn't very much appreciate it, and you know, man, that you know these teachers knew what this was. You know these teachers know this song because you know you had one teacher who was like, man, you can't play that song. That's a song to property we haven't rehearsed yet. You know, you know they know what that song goes to, man.
Heard that was from a porn site. I heard. Man, okay. Of course you heard it because you was on a goddamn site.
That's the Skinamax, right? Am I right? I mean, I heard. Yeah, get the that's what you heard when you were jacking off to it. So the question is here, what happened is that I don't know the severity of the punishment, but I do know that this kid, if this is true, if what we're hearing is correct, that this kid got suspended.
Uh-huh.
So the question is, again, if this is true, should the kid have been suspended?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pose that question to you. I have my own answers for this, or what I think should have happened, but what do you think, Oz?
It's a case where, okay, who is this kid? Is he a known person to be a troublemaker, or is he someone that is a rabble rouser, one of those people that does these things?
They've warned him over and over again to quit around.
Is he one of those people? Two, it's a private school.
Yeah, it's a private school. It's what I read.
Oh, yeah. So, very conservative type of thing. Me personally, not knowing the kid or what his intentions are and stuff like that, suspension, I don't know. Should they suspend him? I think you have to at some point. You have to. Because at this point now, you have the teachers, you will have the parents up at school causing problems. And the last thing you need for a school or institution is having, people, parents coming to your school saying, you're allowing porn in the school. Because that's what's going to end up becoming. This one song, too, turns into the kids are watching porn at school.
They're practically each other on the stands right now. Look at them.
That's what this turns into. And now you get, news reporters come down and you start getting a negative light shed on your school, a place of institute for learning, with the children. Long story short, for appearances, yes, you have to suspend the kid to set a precedent to let you know, like, listen, this will not be tolerated. We're not watching porn in this school. We're not tolerating any of that. So you parents, get off our goddamn backs. We did something about it. Let's go.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I don't think he should have been suspended.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying because they have to do something. They have to be responsible adults. They have to give at least the appearance of being responsible adults.
Exactly.
And they can't give the appearance of endorsing porn around these parents. These parents, they're doing this for the parents. They have to give the illusion for the parents that they aren't endorsing porn around here. You kids do what you do and just don't let us know, but this is a good, clean, healthy environment right here.
Yep.
And none of us want
faces now.
Yes, and none of us want to know that our kids are having sex. This was 3 seconds of a song. This is 3 seconds of it's instrumental. It's if even that long, it's 3 seconds, man.
Right.
That was it. There is nothing graphic about the song. There's nothing graphic about what he did. He didn't talk about sex. He didn't show sex. There was nothing pornographic about it. It might be a reference to porn, but man, there's no lyrics in there. It might, sure, it might be associated with Pornhub. But I think that you hear worse songs on the radio than what he did. There's a song right now where, and I actually like the song. I'm not gonna name it, but if I think I heard it correctly, it's a song where first of all, there's several songs where you hear on the radio where they're talking about bend forward, put your ass up, and all. And there's even one song where girls talking about her ass and talking about how she feeds that ass and. There's even one part I think I heard put a finger in it and all that. I mean, this is on the radio.
put a quarter in your ass, all that.
Yeah, everything, man. Put a roll up in there. Play me all day. They act like this kid, man. I mean, this is too far. This is them just they're trying to make an example out of this kid. Like I don't know what he's done, but they're pushing it too far to make it seem like they're taking pornography seriously. They act like the kid played he actually put on porn. Like he just showed two people on the school jumbotron.
He might as well at that point.
He might as well have, man. It's the kid played music, man. That's all it was. And if all these other kids recognize what the it is, then so be it, man. These kids see all this shit anyway. If anything, I understand having to give an appearance to the parents. So I say, you know what? I would even, if I was the principal, in which I would probably make a terrible principal because I don't know. I think I'd be too easy on kids, but I'd be like, hey, look, let's do 1 day of detention. 1 day of detention, come through, man. I'll even go in there and joke with the kid. I'd even tell him what's up, man. You know we had to do something. I mean, just don't do this again because I don't want to be put in this position. But you know how people are freaking out about this, especially with sex. Because that's what it is. People are freaking out about sex. If this dude, if he played a song from one of the most violent movies out there, if he played a song from Deadpool or if he played a song from some Schwarzenegger movie or something, nobody say anything. And that's a movie where people are killing each other. But he played a song from 3 seconds from Pornhub where people are just having sex. People have such a hang up about sex, man. That's up to me that they're using that kid as an example for that.
And then we find out old Randy has been drawing penises and vaginas all in the bathroom. God damn it, Randy.
Yeah, now we find out that this kid is like a freak or something, like he's a pervert. Like we find out like he's penis man. He's just writing penis man on everything. Then all right, maybe I can understand the lead up to this. This is the last goddamn straw. This kid is a horn dog. All right, we got to do something.
Right.
Like it's super bad is what the chat is saying. But I just personally believe like where it comes from a hang up about sex. And people freak out about that, especially around kids. I'm sorry to tell y'all, man. I hate to be the one to tell you, but the reason why these motherfuckers lost their minds right now when he played this shit is because half of them are probably. I'm sorry to tell you that half they're teenagers, man, and that's what they're gonna do. And if I had a kid, I probably wouldn't want to think about it. But if they're not having sex, they're looking at it. They're probably, they're hearing it from other people. Best thing parents can do is tell kids to be responsible. Hold off if you can, but be responsible. But man, these hang-ups about sex was like, oh my God, you did what? Banishment,
Yeah, like I said, man, it's they got to do something. They got to maintain a presence. You know what I mean? But looking at it, like we said, just for this clip, not knowing nothing from old Randy's history there, taking it as it is. Yeah, no, he shouldn't be suspended for that 3 seconds. Just because. It could have been a beat from something else. You don't even know. All these beats sound the same. You don't even know. You could have argued that.
Yeah, he could have been like, my Pornhub's is boom, 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 boom. Mine is boom, 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 boom.
That over the ice shit. Yes, exactly.
Let me ask you something. I want to go to the chat.
And put the poll up for this.
I'm gonna put a poll up for it, but I see some things that people are talking about. Somebody said he got expelled. I saw that, and then I saw that he did not get expelled; that he got suspended. I don't think that that's true. That he got expelled. I believe. If you want to know what I think about sex in teenagers, I do believe that abstinence, of course, is the best policy of anything. Concentrate on what you have to do and whatnot. But the reality is that it's going to happen with some kids, and I believe that that you should educate kids about it instead of just trying to ignore it, tell them not to do it. The whole thing should be, if you don't have to, don't do it. You got a lot of things you can weigh. You got a lot of things you can do. Like I said, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 19, but at the same time, the reality is that it's going to happen earlier for some kids more than others. And I think people need to have a discussion about pregnancy. You know, a discussion about STDs, need to discuss a discussion about safe sex, safe sexual habits. And once I think you tell people all the details and don't treat them like don't talk down to them, you can reach them better, and you probably would have more kids saying, yeah, you know what, yeah, maybe I will. You make sense. Maybe I'll wait. And if I don't, then I know what to do. That's just me, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the poll is done, and people overwhelmingly said, hell no, this kid should not have been suspended. We got 93% that said yes, and 7% 7% that said yes, and 93% that said no. So there you go, folks, right there. A punishment, yeah, maybe it's debatable. Punishment, yeah, sure, but suspension, I don't know about that.
A little harsh.
Well, I can tell you what else fits snug as a glove. It's a shirt from dtmerch.com.
See,
That shirt right there will fit you so well. Tight, if you will, the classic black tooth white logo. Also got all these other shirts over here. Got stuff for your feet. Get them slides over there. We got the hoodies, other shirts if you like. Hey, look. If you can't wear the toasty goodness, drink it from that cup right there. I'll call it from your phone with that phone cover.